The gentlemen in these videos, I mean, in this clip that you guys just showed, are the type of men that I actively avoid. Okay. They did not have fathers showing them how to love and respect black women. They did not have good models, which is why they have all of this internalized aggression toward black women. And I think that growing up, they were told by their mothers, once you get grown, you get your degree, you're going to get a job, and all the girls are going to come to you, and you'll see. And the girls never showed up, okay? They never came. And now they have this bitterness toward black women because they want to be desired, but they're not desirable.
Y'all want to know the clip they were tweaking?
The girls, yeah, the ladies. I don't like when women do that. It's like I understand you're trying to teach them. It's like even she don't expect men to be emotional, and it's crazy. Like how? Like I would have thought I expect more from you, lady. I expect more from you.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Who claims not to date black women because he is different. But I feel that he hides behind that label, just as the women who entered the House of Healing hid behind the angry label for so long.
My perspective of black women were my aunties, my cousins, all the way from, I had cousins that made me feel weird, You're different, you dress funny, why you act like that,
Black women look at me and say, I can tell you don't like us. I'm like, what? I don't like you? I love you, but I can't help it if I learn 20 instruments. I can't help it if I play flute and walk barefooted on the beach. And I'm from South Central. I was amazed at you because I even told you, I said, you're a beautiful girl. And I watched yesterday.
Michael, she's a beautiful woman.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Tell her.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I said, you're a beautiful girl. And I told him, I said, this generation right now, people in their 20s, it's hard. Y'all making it hard on these brothers. We gotta wake up every day. Everything has to be about status. We gotta buy this, even if we can't afford it. And then y'all on Instagram, beautiful, and you talking like you don't have no daddy. You sound like a dude talking. Like you ain't got no home training. Oh, what the fuck is up? And you say you a bad bitch? That's not a bad bitch. I'm talking in general. I'm talking about the general that you're, how old are you?
22.
Yeah, your generation. Girl, you 22 years old, you doing this. You having hot flashes?
Yes, it's hot.
Michael, that's disrespectful. I want you to understand that. Why would you do that?
Because I'm being funny. I'm a different kind of personality. Now you're trying to make me look bad like I disrespected her.
You did.
I got a son with a black woman. My mother's black.
You disrespected this woman in this room at this time.
May I finish, please?
No, you said, I'm making you feel like you disrespect her. I want you to understand, the same way I said to you earlier, that we would, excuse me, Miss Lyra, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it.
I feel disrespected by his comment.
No, I'm handling it. So I want you to understand that to make a comment as a man like that to a woman, it wasn't funny, it was disrespectful.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna apologize. But what about what I heard when I was growing up until now?
It is
disrespectful because it's a psychological input. All I'm saying is that I thought it was funny.
Miss Lyra, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it, Miss Lyra, it's out of order.
I feel like he was out of order.
Yeah, but I handled it. And you got the apology.
I'm talking about the first comment that he made.
But I'm handling it. I said to you earlier, and I'm gonna give you.
I don't like that.
But I'm gonna give it.
He said.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to you because you weren't here. We taught the ladies the distinction between hearing and listening.
I'm listening, and I didn't like what I heard.
Yeah.
So I commented.
So you don't have to respond. That's your power. Don't give him your power. You don't have to respond. Hold it. I told you I will handle it. Just breathe. And hold it.
When I feel disrespected, I feel like I should have a voice. You said we're allowed to have a voice.
Yeah, I'm your voice.
I want to say something.
Today, I'm your voice.
Like what you said.
I'm your voice because you are reacting. You're not responding. Breathe, and we'll handle it.
I've breathed enough for the day.
I don't think so. For celibate Coro, he is unable to see that the anger he perceives in women of color is actually manifesting within himself.
I think black women are angry because they've been lied to, they've been cheated on. They've been hurt in their past relationships by men, and they have lack of trust.
I always talk to black women, they don't want to talk to me. Men and I talk to a white woman, they get mad. You want to think you're mad? I'm mad too. There's a lot of anger inside of me. What about us? Black women talk about me, me, me. What about us black men? We go through stuff too. We're tired of hearing the same thing of, oh, we're independent women. We're independent this, we're independent that. I'm independent too. We have a lot in common. You have this imaginary wall around you. I don't know who damaged you. And me being a black man, I have to suffer for what somebody did to you? That has nothing to do with me. I'm not the enemy. I get that a lot from black women, that we're the enemy, we're liars, cheaters, we're dogs. It's okay. Diary of a Mad Black Man. I have a journal I keep. And then when I show this side to women, they think it's a weakness. This is not a weakness, it's actually a strength. But then when I show this to you, to black women, you don't know how to receive it.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to being abused. It makes it hard for me to get to know this.
Y'all notice she low-key gaslit the situation? Did y'all notice that? How
Yeah.
the young lady's response was not crazy until she was like, "You disrespected this woman," and then she turned up.
Yep.
I mean, his comment was disrespectful, though.
She
And
wouldn't
thank
even
y'all for
been
letting
mad
me
at
come
the
on the
girl
panel.
comment.
Thank y'all. So I had a daddy. My daddy loved me. Okay. When I say my daddy loved me, my daddy loved me. My daddy loved me. My uncles love me. My male cousins love me. I live in a family building right now with 4 of my male relatives. So I love men. And I have a very high standard of how men are supposed to treat me because I've always been loved by men. That standard has been set for me. The gentlemen in these videos, I mean, in this clip that you guys just showed, are the type of men that I actively avoid. Okay. They did not have fathers showing them how to love and respect black women. They did not have good models, which is why they have all of this internalized aggression toward black women. And I think that growing up, they were told by their mothers, once you get grown, you get your degree, you're going to get a job, and all the girls are going to come to you, and you'll see. And the girls never showed up, okay? They never came. And now they have this bitterness toward black women because they want to be desired, but they're not desirable, if that makes sense. People check a lot of boxes, but their personalities and their characters are not attractive. And then they push all of that rejection on to black women as a whole, but it's really them themselves.
Hey, P, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Let me do it. Okay.
How do you think women develop their view on men? Like
their
as
view
far
on
as
who? What you
on
say,
men,
babe?
like how do you think women develop their view on men? Like how do they?
From their daddies. I got it from my daddy and my uncles and my cousins and my neighbors.
That's how you think they develop their view on men? Like their outlook on like men in general. So if they hate men or they dislike men or they have a feeling a certain type of way about men, they get it from
it's a continuous relationship. So like if you grew up like me as a daddy's girl, very well protected. My daddy did not play games. Remember on Tom and Jerry how they had the bulldog and the little puppy? That's me and my daddy. My daddy did not play games at all with me. So when I'm with a man, I expect to be protected in that way. I expect to be covered in that way because to me, that's what masculinity looks like. Whereas if someone else did not have an experience like that, her definition of masculinity would be different because that forms when you're a child.
How did that woman get her view on men?
Probably through whatever relationship she had with her father. That's your first relationship with a man as a female is with your father.